Hi guys, before we get into the video, did you manage to check out the link for your pop-out poster? I received my poster and it's a must-have if you're an Arsenal fan, and it's available all around the world. Hopefully you guys enjoy the video. Welcome back to Arsenal News TV, and today we're going to first look at Arsenal stepping up their pursuits of £22 million Premier League man, and then we're going to look at Pep Guardiola providing the answer to unlocking Gabriel Martinelli's potential at Arsenal. So the first transfer headline is Arsenal step up pursuits of £22 million Premier League man. So the reports are stating that Arsenal are stepping up their pursuits of Sander Berge, with the Star claiming that agents working on behalf of the Premier League giants are eyeing a move for the Sheffield United midfielder. The Blades may be hanging onto their top flight status by the final cuticle of their fingernails, but the club's record signing has managed to escape with this reputation intact following a disastrous season at Bramall Lane. In fact, there is an argument to be made that Berge has been quite fortunate to spend the last 3 months on the treatment table with a torn hamstring. After all, the Norwegian international has managed to avoid a run of 11 defeats in 16 games, culminating in Sunday's 5-0 shellacking at the hands of a rampant Leicester City. While a haunting 2020-2021 campaign has done nothing for the reputations of the once coveted John Fleck, Aaron Ramsdale and George Baldock, Berge looks destined to be a man in high demand once the summer transfer window opens. Eurosport claimed that Aston Villa and Liverpool are weighing up bids for the 6'5" enforcer. The Star, meanwhile, report that agents for Mikel Arteta's Arsenal are working on a deal that would see Berge complete with Thomas Partey, Granit Xhaka and co for a place in the Gunners' engine room. London neighbours Tottenham Hotspur are also considering a move of their own. Powerful and physical, yet blessed with real quality in possession, Berge could be an additional addition to Jose Mourinho's counter-attacking blueprint. A more technically gifted Moussa Sissoko, if you will. Jeune Futu reports that Sheffield United are willing to sell Berge for around £22.5 million, a similar fee to the one they paid Genk in January 2020. So it looks like Arsenal are stepping up their pursuit for the £22 million rated Sander Berge, and he looks like to be the shining light of the very devastating Sheffield United team, in my opinion. He is someone that is very massive, he is 6'5", and someone that can provide a lots of aerial threats to the Gunners team, in something I think the Gunners lack to a large extent. And when it comes to Sander Berge, he's someone that's worth £22 million as stated before, and that's something Mikel Arteta's Arsenal should find easy to spend. But would Sander Berge be able to compete with the likes of Thomas Partey, Granit Xhaka and co in the midfield for a place in the team? So we're going to now look at the second piece of transfer news, and the transfer headline states that Pep Guardiola has provided the answer to unlocking Gabriel Martinelli's potential at Arsenal. So the reports are stating that Gabriel Martinelli has made just 5 Premier League appearances since returning from injury, but it's clear that Mikel Arteta has a long-term plan for him. Except right now, it's a question not being answered for Gabriel Martinelli. The 19-year-old had the world at his feet before suffering a serious knee injury last summer. Martinelli returned to action earlier than expected in December as he played 45 minutes in the EFL Trophy against AFC Wimbledon. In that brief cameo, his energy and enthusiasm took centre stage as if it had never been away. The hype around Arsenal's Brazilian sensation is justified, from his famous goal at Stamford Bridge to his infectious work rate that has endeared him to supporters around the world. There is a frightful clamour to see Gabriel Martinelli in action. Manager Mikel Arteta has remained strong in his decision-making regarding youngsters this season. Whether it be Reece Nelson or Eddie Nketiah, if the Spaniard doesn't feel that at the time is right to play them, he won't. No, if anything, it's my fault. He has done everything perfect, said Mikel Arteta ahead of Arteta's Europa League match against Olympiacos. Indeed, patience is a rarity in modern football, but with Gabriel Martinelli, the general consensus among those from the outside is that there are games in recent weeks where he could have been at least played in a cameo role. Nicolas, Pepe and Willian are the obvious senior first team players ahead of Gabriel Martinelli in the pecking order at Arsenal right now, and both players have come into good form of late, and it is understood that Gabriel Martinelli has been taking individual sessions, a non-compulsory option to improve his shooting, with Mikel Arteta holding the view that he has the potential to play as a centre forward in the long term. Many have drawn comparisons with Pep Guardiola's treatment of Phil Foden at Man City. The England midfielder has alternated between playing wide and centrally this season, but is not a regular starter despite his impressive form. Mikel Arteta is likely to take a leaf out of Guardiola's book when it comes to developing young players, and Martinelli, who has not started a Premier League game since the 0-0 draw with Manchester United in January, will most likely benefit from what many are considering harsh treatment for a player with so much potential. And it looks like Mikel Arteta has similarities with Phil Foden with Guardiola, and the comments that Mikel Arteta is making about the latter are what Guardiola has been saying about his own player all season. Gabriel Martinelli will go on to become a huge star for Arsenal, but right now he will have to do things at the pace his manager wants, and in the long term he will become a better player for it. And for me, this sounds like a very good deal for the Gunners in my opinion, and I think Mikel Arteta is really doing what Guardiola is doing with the Man City team to see where the Man City team is currently right now, fighting for all competitions and first at the current Premier League table. And Foden and Martinelli similarities is something that I am really glad to see, but hopefully Mikel Arteta will be able to get the best out of Gabriel Martinelli, and hopefully we'll be able to have a shining light for the future for the Gunners. We will wait and see if Gabriel Martinelli will start against Olympiacos, and we'll have to wait and see if Arsenal will beat Olympiacos at the afternoon game in the Emirates Stadium. But other than that guys, remain blessed, stay tuned for the next video, and peace.